Hello, this is Blake. You're at.
And I'm Rantos.
Welcome to Robots in the News. We're going to be playing some BIT.TRIP runner. I think it's the name of the game.
It's BIT.TRIP runner. Rainbow Runner. Extreme. There's going to be ponies involved. Hopefully not.
This game is very hard.
It is extremely hard.
I'm going to try the level that I'm stuck on, which is like literally the 6th level in the game, and I'll show you how the gameplay works. It's all rhythm-based.
You might be farther in the game than I am.
Really?
I'd have to boot it up to double check that, but I couldn't really tell you for sure.
One thing that's nice about this game, nice being, you know, a euphemism for awful, is that you can't use the analog stick instead of the D-pad. So you hit down to duck under UFOs, but you have to hit D-pad down.
When I actually played this game, I essentially used whatever the keyboard controls were, because the analog stick controls seemed so awkward. Way to miss that gold. Man, never gonna get a high score that way. This is one of those games you really have to focus for, so if Blakey Rat stops talking, that's why.
Yeah, it does take a lot of concentration. It reminds me of the Rayman Legends music levels, except for the whole game is it, basically.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So your jumps are timed to the music more or less. Actually, at the point at which you cross over the obstacle is tied to the music, not necessarily the point at which you hit the drop button. But anyways, close to that. Same kind of concept.
Yes.
And I like those Rayman levels, so I like this game, except for it's punishingly hard. And there's also a lot of memorization. Whoops, damn it. There's a lot of memorization involved, because you just have to remember, like, when there's two paths like that, which one has the gold on it.
Yep, that is correct.
No one has a good enough reaction time to actually do it. And there's no checkpoints.
No. There are no checkpoints. You basically restart the entire level. You pull a stuntman. Yeah, some of them are extremely long. I mean, the game itself is meant to be fairly short and fairly difficult. The expansions, from what I've heard, are somewhere between 3 and 6 worlds, supposedly. And they're even more difficult. So they're meant to be just like challenge mode rather than anything specific.
Did you see that cross they put? What do the crosses do, by the way? Do you know? Other than being the thing you collect.
They're multipliers.
Oh, score multipliers.
Yeah, you'll notice when Blakey Rat collects them, the screen at the top starts flashing colors, and it goes from, say, Mega to Hyper, or whatever the next one is. I don't really recall what the
Ultra
names are. Super.
Magnificent.
Wow, Magnifico! Yeah, so, I mean, that's 90% of this game is just it's a pseudo-infinite runner. I mean, it's not really. I like the Jack-in-the-Box cats, though. Jumping out.
My whole commentary is just yelling when I lose because it's cheap! You can't kick while you're falling.
Like I told the audience, it's one of those games which it's very difficult for the actual player to talk while they're doing it. It takes that much concentration unless you're presumably a master, which Blakey Rat is not.
I am an expert master, ultra superb player of this game.
I'm not really sure why the main character's name is Commander Video.
I think he's supposed to be a videotape with legs.
He doesn't really look much like a videotape.
Well, the whole game is kind of like supposed to look like an old school Atari game, basically, except for obviously higher resolution, and it makes use of 3D graphics for background and some of the foreground components. But Commander Video himself is always in 2D.
Yes. The orb in the back looks like a deranged version of the Xbox logo. The 360 one.
What's the deal with those dog heads? Oh, you can do that. Okay. You can make that jump. Well, I guess of course you can, because they wouldn't put a level in that you literally can't get.
Yes.
By the way, they don't tell you in this game when you're playing the first level that has UFOs that the UFOs kill you. I got killed by that UFO twice before I figured out what was happening.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, so one of the other things they don't cover, and I was talking to a friend who is, I wouldn't say obsessed, but has gotten ridiculous high scores on every BIT.TRIP game and all of the expansions, or whatever the new games are called. But he was saying, because I was saying, why are his high scores on the early levels so much higher than mine? And apparently there's a move called dancing, which they don't tell you about until you're pretty far into the game, which basically doesn't do anything. Like, these moves like kick, slide, jump, they all have functions as far as getting you through the level, but there's a move that is just for getting points called dance. So presumably while you're playing the game, as Blake you're at is now, every time you don't have to do anything, like now, or now on my video, he would be dancing.
I'm hitting every button and I don't know how to
points.
dance.
I don't know how to dance either.
My controller only has so many buttons.
Maybe you hit multiple buttons at the same time.
That just is... Now I must figure out dance! You hijacked this level play. Okay, anyway. Let's quit this level. Go back to one I beat. And I can show off my bad skills.
Maybe it's BIT.TRIP Runner 2.
Oh, this is the first game. I do have the second game because it came in a package deal, but I have not yet played it. Okay, so I have passed this. Kick, kick, punch, kick. It's all in the mind.
You're turning into Billy Blanks. It's a Taibo class we're teaching here. Everybody, pull your shirts off and have your big masculine pectorals as you punch, and they'll jiggle around.
Masculine.
Is that what I said? Masculine? It's a combination of masculine. It's a drug. It's actually a drug.
Mescaline?
Yeah, drug skin. Yep. For your muscles. Makes your thighs out.
Anyway, I think that was a Parappa the Rapper reference. It's part of Master Onion's rap. You can look it up. Or you can just trust me because I know everything.
I'm glad he knows that because I had no idea.
You should play that game. It's awesome.
I can't figure out how to run, so you're on your own. But you can't even get through this level without dancing. So I think also I said run, but I'm gonna dance. You can't get through this level without doing it. So
what are you talking about? Doing what?
I don't know. Gibberish.
I mean, I'm playing the game, and I think I'm more lucid than you right now. You can see I fully leveled up my bonus meter because I have the full rainbow going. There we go, fireworks. Okay.
The rainbow's making me high.
And here's the cool thing: is there's a little bonus level that you get to play that looks even more like a Commodore game. Same controls. No music.
Did you go to an easier level just then?
Yeah. You're not paying attention at all, are you?
No, I was looking up how to dance, remember?
No, I don't remember you looking it up.
Actually super difficult.
Yeah. But they look more like a Commodore game. However, they lack
yes,
Commodore
they...
music.
And they also say copyright.
Okay, I'll give this level one more try. And then we'll call it.
Alright.
If you're a fan of rhythm games, games with very few controls, as far as I know, this game only has 3 buttons.
If you are into very punishing games that require a lot of precision, so this game might appeal to the same people who like Super Meat Boy. I'm not sure if that applies
or I Want to Be the
Blake
Guy.
Or I Want to Be the Guy. Yeah, punishingly hard games, basically. This will definitely be in your wheelhouse as far as liking it. Presumably will.
Fucking UFO. Yeah.
It's also fairly affordable, so check it out.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you play Rayman Legends and you enjoyed the music levels, this is pretty much that, except for harder. And with actually fewer controls. BIT.TRIP, or Captain Video, or Commander, what's his name?
Commander Video.
Commander Video. He actually has fewer moves than Rayman does. Anyway.
That's right. Check it out.